kids, much older than mine, like 8 and 10, something like that?
Yeah, 9 and 11.
Yeah, what is that like, having kids? I don't know. Close, right?
Yeah, close enough.
What kind of stuff do you guys do?
You know, we go climbing, ride motorcycles.
Really? You go climbing?
Sure.
Like mountain sort of stuff?
Yeah, ropes and climb up.
So actual technical climb?
Technical climbs.
Like what peaks? Anything that we would know?
No, just walls right now. We're just practicing on walls. You know, rock walls.
Yeah. But you yourself actually go out and climb mountains. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not a great climber, but I enjoy it.
Well, how often do you go, and where do you go?
Everywhere, you know, Colorado, you know, do some climbing there, and just different places in Europe.
And what is your fascination with that activity?
I
don't know. Seems like a good question.
It's something that's it's very peaceful.
Yes.
It's relaxing.
Now, do you go with a large group?
No. No. No, I want a very strong person up there in case I fall. If the whole group goes, you know...
Then you go.
Then we all go, you know.
Have you ever had a close call?
Climbing? No.
Like you're at the fucking door, but you don't want to open it. Because you're one fucked up cat, and I've been watching you for about the last 4 fucking days, man. All this bullshit you've been going through. You got a lot of shit in your fucking belly, and all you want to do is sit on it. I want you to fucking relate to it. Max, how does the fuck that make you feel? That's what the fuck we want to know. What are your fucking feelings, Max? Your fucking old lady is out there fucking some other dude, Max.
And most of the characters in the movie are given choices to make, and they make the choices that they make, and they pay the price or the consequences, or they live to tell the tale because of those choices.
You know, I would imagine that one of your bread and butter steals is a wallet from the inside jacket pocket.
On the street, that would be a harder steal because, again, you'd have to see my face. In performance, it is something that I do. So you've got a wallet in this outside jacket pocket.
Yep.
And do you have anything on your jacket pocket over here? Okay. Would you check your front pocket over this way?
As a nation, we are justly proud of our resources. The people who produce our food. The towns and cities where they live. In event of war, enemies may attempt to destroy or disable our people and our production by striking directly at the civilian population. Denied the products of our farms and factories, we could not wage war on any front. We can be attacked in spite of our excellent defenses. Attacks may be made in many ways, with bombs or with biological weapons. This might be one form of biological warfare. It could make people sick so they couldn't work. That's what it actually does, but you may have heard.
There's a new poison. 1 ounce can kill all the people in the United States.
Germ warfare can wipe out an entire city.
Nothing could be further from the truth.
When I was a kid, the disaster we worried about most was a nuclear war. That's why we had a barrel like this down in our basement, filled with cans of food and water. When the nuclear attack came, we were supposed to go downstairs, hunker down, and eat out of that barrel. Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war.
New dangers tonight from the love bug computer virus, this time disguised as a friendlier email. Copycats have now spread around the world. Bill Graffin joins us live. Bill.
David, this is far from a childhood prank anymore. Experts say that the I love you virus could end up costing the world economy $10 billion in lost work time.
As the I love you mess gets cleaned up, there's more cyber chaos spreading in the form of these titles. This is a great new game, very funny, even Mother's Day gifts. They're no gifts. They're computer bugs that can ruin certain programs in your files.
All somebody has to do is grab that file that's there and modify it slightly to change the subject line, to change any part of that file, and therefore it looks like a completely different virus or worm.
This is the start page again.
That's keeping internet service providers busy, like Voyager.net in New Berlin. They have to keep their computers updated with all the new virus titles.
Hey guys, today I just checked out some pre-bid virus sites. They're quite late. The first one is smx.nu, which is the shortest domain. e.gx.vnet.cn. manfredwiener.at, pretty random name. adamscarth.com. debiller.com. scanfocus.co.cc. puntaglio something.com. fbracing.jp. summerfungolfcamp.com. Make sure you don't go on any of these virus sites. Do not open any of these sites.
Okay, here we go. All right, so we're back, and I watched Mission Impossible 2. Okay, so I was actually so excited to jump into this movie because we watched the first one, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling the energy. I'm super excited. What are we gonna do in this next movie? It's the second one. It's the sequel. So I did write notes. So I'm going to look at my notes, but also I do have things to say. So I remember I started watching it and I immediately recognized that this was not the same style as the first movie, nowhere close. Also, you know what? Before I talk about this movie, I forgot to talk my shit about Brian De Palma. Is that his name? Is that his name? Is that his name? I'm talking about the guy that directed the first Mission Impossible movie. I got beef with him.
Production at meat processing plants has been hit hard by COVID outbreaks, and now new concerns about food shortages. CBS's Dean Reynolds has the latest.
Americans may soon be asking, where's the beef? And this time, the scarcity won't be about panicked shoppers hoarding supplies. The problem is deeper.
This is different because this is a decline in production.
A decline linked to the virus that has sickened and killed workers at big processing plants.
Let me see, because I'm looking it up right now. I don't have real beef with him.
Juicy, meaty burgers, made from plants.
But he directed the Scarface remake with Al Pacino. He's got a good knack for doing remakes that have question marks. I'm not gonna say that it sucked because I think that's overkill. No. After watching the original Scarface, I'm talking about the one from the 30s. The remake sucks. It sucks. That's a terrible movie. This video is not about Scarface 83. But I know people love that movie, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck that movie. Anyways, Brian De Palma. I was fucking correct. Yeah, he did the first Mission Impossible that came out in 1996. When I saw his name, I was like, I should have known he was at the scene of the crime. Especially when you realize, not much fucking goes on in that movie. But it was a good time. I'm not going to sit here and just talk shit about it. It was a good time. Let's talk about how the second one was also kind of a shitty movie. But it was also a great time. Let me tell you something. This movie was high-key. It was slow. I remember I had to take a break about an hour into the film because it was so slow. I know the whole first hour was supposed to be us setting up for all the action we were going to get later.
This is one party that just has to turn out right.
Well, the purpose of a party is to have fun together. And a successful party needs planning and skill.
Hong Kong, there are not so many rules. We can do whatever we want. So all the explosion and everything is so big, and pretty dangerous. And we shot everything with no CG. But in America, everything, got to be tuned down. Then everything need to be very careful to execute it.
We get a plane scene with someone wearing a mask, pretending to be someone else and jumping off the plane. And guess where else we saw that? In Charlie's Angels. Now here's the thing, right? Charlie's Angels came out in 2000. Mission Impossible 2 came out in 2000. So, okay, fine. Maybe everybody was all like, let's have them jump out of an airplane.
To open a door on the rest of the world and step out, falling free, 2 miles, straight down. You go for it. You go for all the gusto you can get.
But still, like, it was the exact same thing. There's someone they're trying to grab, or there's a bag. And it happened in both movies. There was like a briefcase in the first Charlie's Angels movie. And in Mission Impossible 2, there's a whole scene with like this doctor who injected himself with this virus, and he's carrying the antidote in a bag. And there's some guy wearing a face mask of Tom Cruise talking to him. And then, they rip out the mask, and then, oh shit, it's not Tom Cruise. I will say, every time they pulled one of those it's a mask kind of moments, I was gagged every time. Even when moments I knew that it was a mask, I was still gagged because it was never who I thought it was wearing the mask. They really got me good. It was very Scooby-Doo of them. I didn't watch the original Mission Impossible show, but the amount of times somebody is wearing a mask in this movie, very Scooby-Doo, very Scooby-Doo, very Scooby-Doo. Let's see what else to say. Oh, this movie was sexist. This movie, no. This movie was sexist. So it's like, I can't watch no shit like this and be okay. So let me give you an example, right? Fucking Anthony Hopkins is in this movie, and he plays like one of the higher ups in the spy agency. He's the one that gives Tom Cruise his mission. And basically, when they first tell Tom Cruise in this little video sunglasses, it's stupid as fuck. Tom Cruise puts on a pair of sunglasses, and it has a video, and it tells him, you need to find this woman, and then we will give you the rest of your mission. And the woman is Thandie Newton. She is a very not well known, but she is an excellent thief, pickpocket, locksmith, whatever have you. And so Tom Cruise gets shouty like after so much sexual tension. There's like all these scenes where it's obvious they're trying to create so much sexual tension, and I just didn't understand why at first.
Well, this is the part in rom-coms where this happens. Oh, this reminds me of that rom-com where that happened.
It was very cheeky, very 2000 with the kind of sexual innuendo jokes that they were making. And I couldn't understand why they were making it. We were spending so much time on them having sexual chemistry and tension. I didn't understand. And then we find out that the whole secret agent mission that Anthony Hopkins gives him is that they're trying to get this rogue agent, and the pickpocket woman that Tom Cruise needed to pick up is actually the ex-girlfriend of this rogue agent. So they need her to pretend to be into this guy again so they can lure him out, because the rogue agent was the one who attacked the scientist on the plane who injected himself with the virus, and the rogue agent stole the antidote so that he could sell it to the highest bidder. This sounds ludicrous.
Y'all ready?
I was pissed off because when Anthony Hopkins was giving Tom Cruise the mission, Tom Cruise by this point already had sex with Shawty, was already like madly in love with this girl. So the last thing he's trying to do is make her go back to his ex, especially some violent, scheming ex-rogue agent, who, by the way, is Quentin Tarantino's eviler twin. I'm not joking. There was even one shot when he looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I need to get to the point with this low-hanging fruit comment that Anthony Hopkins' character fucking said. Tom Cruise did not want Shawty to, be an informant as the ex-girlfriend trying to get back with the boyfriend thing. He really wasn't trying to do all of that. So he was like, oh, I don't think she'd want to do it. I don't think she would be down. I don't think she would be capable. And Anthony Hopkins was like, oh, you don't think she would be capable? She's a woman. Oh my God, what did he say? I know I wrote it down, didn't I? He said, and I quote, to go to bed with a man and lie to him? She's a woman. She's got all the training she needs. Really? 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 Oh my God. It pissed me off. It pissed me off because I'm like, that feels like a very emotionally charged statement to make as the director of a fucking spy company. But I'm just like, that was just ridiculous. I was happy to see Vin Rhames again. I forgot to mention him in the last video. That man can act. Period. 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 Before I watched the movie, I did take a quick peek at who directed this one. So this one was directed by John Woo. I don't think I've seen any of his movies, but when I just peeped at his Wikipedia page, it pointed out uh what did it point at? It pointed out like the kind of style he does, and like you can see it. You can see it. Hang on, let me pull up Wikipedia. If you went to school in the same years that I did, then you would know that Wikipedia was notoriously referred to as an unreliable website, and that never stopped me a day in my life. Okay, so it says for John Woo, regarded as pioneer of heroic bloodshed films, known for his highly chaotic bullet ballet action sequences. Yeah. Stylized imagery, Mexican standoffs, frequent use of slow motion, and allusions to film noir and Western Western cinema. And all of that came very clear in Mission Impossible 2. What I will say, what I liked about the second movie is that the movie felt like it had its own identity. Like the first movie felt like it was paying homage to like the actual show, just based on a lot of the color choices, the costume and hair, and like yeah, like the color usage and like the set design. Like a lot of it just felt like it was alluding to the 60s show, just based on vibes. This one was purely, it's the year 2000. Like it was purely that kind of energy. I've not really been paying attention to my drawing, and those eyes are like fucking frightening. Oh my god. You should know I really did put a lot of tender love and care into that hand. I genuinely did what I could. Let's see. Anything else I'm missing about this silly ass movie? Oh my god, there was another sexist comment. So, like, the rogue agent, aka eviler Quentin Tarantino, by the end of the movie, he's pissed off because obviously Shotty was not really feeling him. She was just an informant.
Your fucking old lady is out there fucking some other dude, Max.
And so he was like really mad about it. And he's like, that bitch can die. At the end of the movie, like there was a standoff and she injected herself with the last vial of the virus so that nobody could have it. Oh my God, it was just insane. And evil Quentin Tarantino said, women are like monkeys. They won't let go of one branch until they grab onto the next. And I'm just like, who the fuck hurt this screenwriter? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Because I'm like, bro, there was a handful of zingers in there, and I felt like we really did not have to do all of that. I will say too, I know I need to acknowledge the picture, but before I acknowledge the picture, I have a few other notes. One, the motorcycles were fun. There was a scene where it's like first it's a car chase scene, and then it's like it's a motorcycle car chase scene, and then it's like a motorcycle chase scene. And I was like, oh, motorcycles are fun. You know what other movie also has motorcycles? Charlie's Angels 2. I will not take my foot off of Charlie's Angels, and I love that movie down. The first and the second one. I have not seen the one with Kirsten Stewart. I'm like born and raised on Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. They had motorcycles in that second movie. Alexa, what year did Charlie's Angels 2 Full Throttle come out?
From WWD.com, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle premiered in June 2003. By the way, you have 2 new notifications. Do you want to hear them?
No. Mission Impossible 2 came out in 2000 and Charlie's Angels 2 came out in 2003. Coincidence? I think not. They just loved the same shit back then. Planes, fucking motorcycles. Even in this movie and in the first Charlie's Angels movie, Mission Impossible 2 and Charlie's Angels 1, they both have these fight scenes that take place in this weird castle lair type place. Very disappointed that Naya, Sandy Newton, aka Shouty, I was very disappointed that she started off as a bad bitch thief. I mean, like, she was sexy, she was conniving. Well, conniving might be a stretch, but she was like sassy, and she could pick a lock, and she could also like pickpocket. Like, she was having her bad bitch moments, and then they turned her into this fucking damsel in distress. So like, after a full hour of a bunch of setup, we finally get action sequences at the biotech place where this virus is being kept. And oh my god, what happens? Oh, there's this whole shootout, the bullet ballet. There's this whole shootout that happens between Tom Cruise and evil Quentin Tarantino. And Shouty is there. And so because both of them want this last vial of the virus, they make Shouty go pick it up. Instead of picking it up and handing it to evil Quentin Tarantino, she shoots it in herself. Now she's only got 20 hours until she's basically good as dead.
Viruses are written by ill-intentioned hackers to infect your computer and destroy your data. They can take control without your permission or knowledge. Some viruses merely cause your computer to beep or display political messages. Others are extremely destructive. They damage data, delete files, and can even completely erase your hard disk. Your computer can catch a virus when files enter it from disks, a local network, or the internet. Just as a cold virus attaches itself to a human host, a computer virus attaches itself to a program or file, and just like a cold, it's contagious. Once a virus is on your computer, it may hide out until a trigger date to wreak havoc. Symantec antivirus solutions can prevent viruses from getting to your files. If a virus creeps in, Symantec antivirus repairs the damage and eradicates the virus.
To have the antidote. With that being said, I'm pissed off because how do you go from like the bad bitch pickpocket to like she's gonna die in 20 hours if she doesn't get an antidote? I'm like, bro, we were so close. And she's a black woman. We were so fucking close. And we were failed. Completely failed. With that being said, let us please acknowledge this picture that I have drawn. So let's see. Let's see. So like the eyes are frightening. But in terms of perspective, I honestly don't think I really did that bad. It kind of looks like he's holding up a phone, but you know what? We did the damn thing. And that's all that I could give a fuck about. That and justice for, what was Shawty's name? Whatever Shawty's name was, justice for her. Her character deserved better writing, but Thandie Newton looked like a bad bitch regardless. And that is all that I have drawn and all that I have to say.
Damn, you look like a before and after commercial. Hi, thanks to this incredible implant, you can become Tom Cruise. Damn, the boy's pretty. I love him. I walked 15 miles in the snow to stand in your garbage.
Hey, where'd you get that green and that brown chair? That one that belongs to me and Wen, huh?
Yeah, I found it. What's that?
Where'd the green and brown chair come from?
Came from the room, same ones we had the last 2 days.
No, those are mine and Wen's chairs.
Well, I don't know.
No.
That came later too.
That we had on the side of the chairs that we brought are our chairs.
My name is on that chair.
Right on.
You want to see my name on that chair?
I got 3 for my concertina wire.
Want me to show you my name on that chair?
Is it the one that says stolen from Moberg?
What?
The one that says stolen from Moberg? See, I stole.
The brown one that says my name on it.
No, it's mine.
Not a light brown chair, it's a dark brown chair.
Anyway.
I want to show you.
If it's yours, if it's yours, why are you arguing? Why don't you just fucking take it?
Because the green one is ours too, so that would take away all of your chairs.
You have a chair?
I don't have one now.
If it's your chair, take it.
I'm just saying.
Why wait till today to take it back?
Because I've had this chair the whole time.
So then where are ours?
That's a good question.
How do we dice an onion? Boy, that's a big onion. Look at that. Woo! First of all, what constitutes a good onion? A good onion is a heavy onion. And this is what I'm telling you. This is a 6-pound onion. Maybe not 6 pounds, but it's a heavy one. And it's also an onion with the pepper skin of the onion is pretty whole. See, it's whole together. Now what we need to do is we need to remove, this is the tip of the onion, and this is the root end. You see the root right here? So we need to remove the root and we need to remove the tip so then we can remove the skin of the onion.
This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play. Your movie and a selection of bonus features will begin automatically. To bypass Fast Play, select the main menu button at any time. Fast Play will begin in a moment.